Politicians don't get that. Kind of from in my experience, from day one, the expectations are high. So how do you personally balance high expectations, but then probably equally high pressure that you put on yourselves to deliver your priorities to, kind of to match the backgrounds that you both brought to the table?
I think I would say it was mid-December when my husband said to me, you have to figure out a way to balance this. And what it is like we said, or like I said, people are coming in and sharing stories, and they're tough. They're tough. And sometimes there's a quick turnaround time. Sometimes there's a program that Gina can set them up with somebody, and there's help out there. Other times there is going to be more work that goes into it, more strategic work. And these are people that, these are my neighbors that are coming in. These are people that I don't just see in my office, but I see at Sobeys, or I'll see at Tim Hortons at Sims Corner. And so there is definitely a huge sense of responsibility. And so that was, and you experience it as well, just walking down the street and people talking to you as well. But it's so important, and that balance is, we can find balance. We have each other, and that's one of the,
yes.
Our St. John caucus is very, we've all become very supportive with each other. Yeah. And then the other thing we were saying, when you mentioned the idea of you have to hit the ground running, there isn't really a lot of onboarding. We're able to, I find that the MLAs and the ministers that have been in government are very gracious with their time to, take 5 minutes and sit down and talk, give us just some a bit of a roadmap, and to support us in that way as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we started this job and then a stopwatch started, and we just have a clock behind us of, counting down. We've got 3 years left to say, how do we get as much done as possible? And I think our attitude from day one is, how do we get as much shit done as we possibly can? And we need to use this opportunity that St. Johners have given us to make sure that we can deliver. And, if I've already said it 100 times here, but our ability to do that is, like Kate said, is because we have a great team. I'll be honest, I have no work-life balance, but that's okay, because we're passionate about our work and we want to deliver, and I get fulfillment from being able to do more for this community. And I go home and talk about work, and I see Kate and talk about work. I go for a run and think about work, right? But that's okay, because I get to do a job that is really exciting and really unique, and not a lot of people get the opportunity that we have to be able to speak up for the people in our constituencies, to be able to, in my case, deliver on a crisis that is impacting every community across the country in housing, to be able to try and find and deliver on what the New Brunswick solution is. So, yeah, the learning curve is steep. The schedule in particular is a difficult one to catch up on, and it does catch up to you, right? We have to take our moments, but we have a really strong team, and we'll take a break either in 3 years or in 7 years.